Hello everybody, thank you for joining me. My name is Carlos. Today we're going to be going over a back, delt, and triceps session with some calves and abs. So today was the last session of the week for back, and two things were kind of remarkable about it. One was that when I went to the gym in the morning, I was, a little bit of accumulated fatigue from the three previous workouts this week. But when I got there, after my 12-minute warm up, did some, my two sets of abs, and I was just full of energy. So I decided to up the weight on the barbell row. Felt very, very strong today. Just an unusual amount of just mental energy. I really wanted to do this. So I was programmed to do 120 kilos on the barbell row and decided to just go for 130. And that's exactly what I did. Got 5 reps on those. Felt very comfortable doing it. Very, very strong. I definitely see myself going up to the 3 plates, but still I have to go above 6 reps for that to happen. The progress range is from between 4 and 6 reps, and I got 5. And so, we'll leave a little bit on the table for next week. From there, went to the cable low row with one arm. Also, that's starting to feel pretty grueling, even though I'm increasing my capacity to do so. 187 pounds with one arm. It's taxing, but it's doable. It's kind of a fun thing to see these progressions, right? I mean, it just really wants me to, go and do more. So 8 reps. Why am I not progressing off the bat since I'm above 6? Because this is a cable isolation move. So I've restricted my progression to when I can reach 10 reps with these. So once I reach 10 reps, I'll go up to, it's a 20-pound jump up to 209 pounds. And that's going to be pretty exciting. 209 pounds with a one-arm pull. We'll see how that goes. But for the time being, making progress at 187. I ditched the seated machine row because I tapped the machine out. It's 235 pounds max. I'm doing 12 reps, and I'm not interested in going up in reps with that. So I'm doing the lateral pull down. I'm doing the cable pull down. Now, I do this differently. I don't flare my elbows and bring it strictly down like that. I keep my elbows in front and pull it forward, a bit like a pullover move. Now, the reason for that is that if I bring it in too close or too wide, one, it hurts my shoulders. It always has. It also hurts my tendon here, the biceps tendon, and I get a little bit of a tweak on my pec, which is really bizarre. I just feel it go pop, pop, pop. It's strange, so I want to, be very careful with that. So that's my substitute. Started out with 209 pounds, and obviously we'll be going up. That stack has like 300 and something, so it's going to be a challenge on that. The challenge is to keep seated, right, to get into place, because once it's heavier than your body weight, you kind of like lift it up from the chair. So, inserting yourself into position is the thing. Well, then from there, also made a progression with the rear delt dumbbells. We went up from 50 pounds last week to 55, and it's still feeling pretty easy. I do focus on the rear delt. Some guys might say, lower the weight. Okay, lower the weight. No, I'm feeling pretty comfortable doing with these weights. And I think I got 10 reps on those, 10 or 11 reps, something like that. So that'll leave room for some progression. With those dumbbells, looking to go up to 15 reps, and then we'll progress up to 60s. Also progressed on the Triceps Extension, the Z-bar. That was pretty darn challenging. I've been doing it with the 20 kilo and the Z-bar, which is about 110 pounds. So today we added 22 pounds. That would make it 132 pounds on the Z-bar. Now, it's not super strict. It's a compound, if not a strict isolation move, where you only flex your elbow. This has been proven, and time has shown that it does wage attrition on the elbow joint when you get up to superior weights, heavier weights. And the thing to do is to compound the move with a little bit of shoulder move. So it involves the triceps heavily, because the triceps is inserted into the back. So by moving the shoulder girdle, you do involve the triceps. So it becomes a two-jointed move, but then it permits you to do heavier weight, which is the idea with progressive strength resistance. It gives a little bit of latitude. So with this move, you don't bring it down to your forehead. You bring it behind your head, and then you raise it up like that. So 132 pounds was doable, but I couldn't do more than 4 reps. So we have a ways to go on that progression. That was a lot of fun. Also felt progress with my calves, right? Calves with the seated calf went up from 100 pounds to 110 pounds. And it's just feeling really good, very slow, do the stretch, the pause at the top with the crunch, and just doing it as conscientiously as humanly possible. And with the abdominals, we're doing the hanging abs, it's a very good, effective exercise for the abdominals. 20 reps on those, and seated in the steep incline with weight behind the neck for 10 reps or something like that. And that was basically it for the workout. But again, I was very few days that when I left the gym, I was exhilarated, and that dopamine high lasted until well into the evening. The training was from 8 to 10 in the morning. At 4, 5, 6 o'clock in the afternoon, I was just so freaking jazzed. It's like a high. I don't do recreational drugs. I don't drink. I did them in the past, and this was about as close as I've gotten to, I don't know, just some hard esoteric drug. I mean, I was really feeling good and feeling better as the afternoon went on. I was like so happy. I was just so stoked for this life that I'm living. This is just a part of it. This bodybuilding and the strength training, but strength training is like a basis for the well-being, right? As we get stronger, you should be feeling, better, right? I'm not getting more fatigued. I'm not doing depletions or anything like that. I'm trying to accumulate strength and energy. So you would think that all those parameters of well-being also go up. And you can train your mind to release more dopamine and serotonin. You can train your mind to be happier. You can train yourself, obviously, to think well, be hopeful, have faith. Just all these parameters of mental hygiene, right? You can practice these things. You don't have to dwell on negativity. I dwell on positive. And it's a very uplifting state of mind for sure. That, along with the extreme dopamine rush of the power moves, just put me into a sort of ecstasy for the entire day. I can't wait until I do it again. Now, a caveat here, when you try to pursue happiness that way, when you try to make yourself happy by repeating something that you did in the past, it may or may not work. There's a bit of serendipity in this. There's also, God's providence. He gives you the grace to to do this. And so it's not like, okay, now I got a little formula here and, I'm just always going to do it. I'm always going to be, wow. We go through cycles. There's energy depletions also that happen, no matter how much you rest or eat. And so it's, it's all kind of what serendipity. Some days you have it, some days you don't. Well, yesterday it was definitely there. One of those days to mark on the calendar is a wow day. It was just because of the increased weight and just exceeding my expectations at the gym really brought one of the deepest satisfactions that I can feel. I don't know how to explain it properly. I wish I could. I know you guys guys and girls out there that have experimented this, understand what I'm saying. I guess what I'm trying to get at is that this can be perfected, right? You can get better and better and better at being happier and happier and happier. It is something that you can do. People who dwell on negativity and get depressed, and I know that I'm not going to go there, another hot button topic. Depression, all these things are real, but so is ecstasy, so is happiness, so is true joy, and a blessed type of existence. This can happen also. Not everything is depression and negativity. There's a lot of good news. There's a lot of life affirming things, and if you count your blessings, name them one by one, it will astound you what the Lord has done. So that's where we dwell. That's where we want to stay, and lifting and heavy weights are an integral part of this journey. Reason being, they give hope to improve. And also, one more thing. I've been talking with people my age. I'm 57, and it feels for me it feels kind of strange in the sense that I believe I'm getting younger as the years go by. This is a bizarre, strange thing. I don't feel any illness, thank God. I don't have any issues, nothing. And thank my God, and let's hope that stays that way for for a long time. I was going to say forever and perpetually, but we can't be so foolish as to believe that in this body we will have troubles and we will have afflictions, but there is a way to stay very well. And so it seems that through this training and through this lifestyle, there is kind of a rejuvenation that takes place constantly. So instead of kind of this downward tack, there seems to be an upward element to it, an uplifting upward element, that instead of getting older and regressing, yes, we are getting older, but at the same time, we are improving and getting somewhat younger on the inside, at least, right? Our mental and our outlook and everything is improving. So, yeah, I just wanted to get that out there, guys. This progressive weight training is a very real way to improve your life. Many people get to a certain level and they get into these contest preps and diets and all that. I've done that and I will do it again, but you have to understand that when you're depleting yourself, you're restricting calories for a very long time and you're losing weight. You're also losing a little bit of muscle along with the fat. This is not particularly a life-affirming thing per se. Sometimes you do have to die to live, and this is what the prep and the subjugation to this restriction and everything does cause. But at the end of the day, it's to be well and to have those increased parameters at the end. Because if you stay depleted, if you stay tired and fatigued, well, that's just not the way to go. It's not the optimal. You won't be happy. It's in my opinion, it's the wrong way to go. Anyways, thank you for joining me. Thank you for listening to this rant, and I hope you will glean some value from the video and the training and what it is that I do here. And God bless everybody. We'll see you next time.